Good morning. So just a quick live from me today. I just wanted to come and share some of the thoughts that I've been having about all this madness, coronavirus madness that's going on, and how just bizarre it all is, um, and how easy it is to feel, completely powerless and stressed. Because let's face it, when you feel powerless, that is stressful. Um, and I know, especially in the kind of small business world, there's lots of small business owners really panicking right now because businesses are going to be in a lot of trouble unless there's some serious kind of innovation going on. Um, so anyway, I wanted to just come and share. So since Thursday, I have been feeling pretty ill with a cough and a fever, and I actually don't think it is coronavirus because I've also had runny nose and sneezes and other symptoms that aren't related to coronavirus. But I've been feeling pretty sorry for myself. I'm self-isolating, and I haven't been able to get much work done, and it's frustrating and it's scary. And so, yeah, I wanted to just come and share because I am sure there are lots of other people out there feeling the same way. You're worrying about your kids, worrying about your parents, worrying about friends and family who are perhaps more vulnerable and at risk if they catch coronavirus. There's so much stuff at the moment, that is worrying. So one thing that I am trying to do myself and that I wanted to kind of share in case it helps anyone else is to really focus on the stuff that you can control. Because I think it's that feeling of not being able, having your life out of your control and having things out of your control that is so stressful. And actually focusing on those things is not helpful. That there is nothing you can do about the stuff that you can't control because that's why it's out of your control. So if you're spending time worrying about the stuff that you can't control, it's not a productive use of time. Hey Kelly. So I am trying as much as possible, and I'm not saying that I'm particularly good at it, but I'm trying to focus on the stuff that I can control. So at the moment I'm not very well, and I can't get much work done, and I can't really leave the house, and I can't exercise, which is has been for the last few months at least my kind of go-to kind of stress buster. I can't do any of those things, but what can I do? So I can still to a certain extent decide what I do with the time that I have. I could sit there stressing and panicking. Bulk buying loo roll online, um, or I could, hey Melanie, I could use the time to, okay, recharge and actually, take a break and use it perhaps for some kind of creative space and, to take a step back and think about my business on a more kind of high level, to have time with my family. We're all at home. Ill at the moment, so it's a fun house to be in. But so we all have a choice with what we do in our minds and what we the things that we can control. So I think if you can do that, if you can try to focus and think, what can I control, what can I do something about, then that's a good place to start. Because if you can start to feel in control again, then I think that really helps to lessen the anxiety and the stress. And if you are healthy at the moment, then thinking of ways that perhaps you can kind of support those around you, because actually there's nothing more that sort of takes you out of your own anxiety than actually supporting people with others, I've always found. And I think that really is the case. There's such a lot of great stuff. I've been so inspired by the kind of community spirit that's going on, and kind of people pulling together, and there's it's a horrible situation, but actually there are positives coming out of it. We're sort of seeing people really pulling together, we're seeing people helping each other, forgetting differences and all of that kind of stuff. So there are positives. I was just having this convo. Yeah, I've it actually came. I can't claim to have this coined this myself. So if you've heard of Mel Robbins, so Mel Robbins has been going live every day on her page. And she was talking about, I forget what she called it now, like the zone of control or something, which apparently is like a military thing. But basically, talking about like, yeah, just, you know, in this sort of really kind of crazy time where everything seems so kind of out of control, to just kind of bring things down to the things that you can control, even like, you know, the kind of minutiae of daily life. If you can kind of go, well, look, you know, I can control what I'm going to eat today. I'm going to control, you know, the way I talk to people. I can control the way I think about this. I can control, you know, there's lots we can all control. So that's basically, in my slightly jumbled way, what I wanted to share today. I hope it's helpful. From a business owner perspective, if you are also a small business owner who is worrying about your business, then over in my Facebook group, we are actually having a brainstorming session later this week. I haven't specifically booked a time yet because I'm going to wait and see how I feel. So it'll probably be towards the end of the week. But we're going to have a brainstorming session where basically we're going to get together, we're going to share our concerns, we can share our anxieties and questions about our business, and we're going to help each other, and we're going to brainstorm and help each other out to come up with ideas for each other on how we can all manage our own business, and how we can all, you know, innovate in this kind of really difficult time, how we can move things online and, you know, do things differently so that businesses aren't going under, and so that people are still able to, you know, make money for their families and so on. So if you're not already in my Facebook group, and you would like to be a part of that brainstorming session, then I will pop a link in the comments. Go and join. And as I say, it will be later this week because I'm not really feeling it just yet. But hopefully later this week we'll go live. We'll have that brainstorming session, and you can kind of, you know, share with the hive mind and get some ideas for your business too. Okay, stay safe, everyone. Wash your hands, and I shall see you soon. Take care.